and they were reading about stem cell technology. This was back in late 2008, early 2009. President Obama just passed a bill in Congress to allow stem cell research in the United States. Around that same time, Randy was going to go to Singapore, but he found out that there was a doctor, a cosmetic surgeon in Beverly Hills, California. They flew out to California, met with him, and they were going to do the country's first stem cell procedure to inject his own stem cells into his knee to regrow the cartilage. And as they were sitting there in the waiting room, my mom and Randy saw a book with all these before-after pictures. And they're like, wow, what are people getting these amazing results with? And Dr. Nathan Newman, who's the formulator of our Jeunesse line, he said, these pictures are from a cosmetic product, a skincare product that I created. It's a serum. We're like, okay, that sounds pretty interesting. He's like, it's the world's first serum based on stem cell technology. And they immediately brought that home. We started using the product. We were getting great results. And we started to get excited behind the potential of introducing a product like that into a network marketing business model. We've been around this industry for a long time, really working the back end for companies. I had a lot of summer jobs helping startup companies in this industry. And we started to sit down and really formulate the strategy for what became Jeunesse. And it's funny, the other day, I took a little field trip with my assistant. We went to the old Jeunesse World headquarters, about 15 minutes up the road, a little 28,000 humble. I noticed somebody put the topic of my speech today, 2020 vision, humble beginnings. And we truly do come from humble beginnings, but I went into what is now our warehouse, and I walked into the old conference room. All the walls are knocked down, it's just storage distribution, it's a logistics hub now. And I started getting all teary-eyed and emotional because I remember the conference room was all pushed against the wall, the chairs were against the wall, but I remember that was World Headquarters conference room, and we sat in that, room and we started to come up with this vision of what we wanted to create with Jeunesse, coming up with the name, the brand, the name of the products, the countries that we were going to focus on, our strategy, our core values as a company. And it was just a very moving experience to me to see how far we've come. And one thing I always pride myself on is never forgetting where we've come from. My mom always told me, you never forget your roots. Your roots will always keep you grounded in life. We've been blessed to have a lot of success, but as I tell you a little bit more of the heritage, the timeline, the growth story, the movement that's been created behind Jeunesse, I think it's important that you really understand what we're all about as a company, as a brand, as a movement. And this journey all began on 09/09/09 at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. September 9, 2009, that's when we launched Jeunesse. We launched the company with 2 products. And we were going to go global. And before I talk too much about our strategy, I think it's important that you know what our mission statement is as a company. I won't spend too much time on it, but I think it's important that you know what we're all about. It says the Jeunesse family creates positive impact in the world by helping people look and feel young while empowering each other to unleash our potential. And when you look at that statement, it starts with family. One team, one family, one Jeunesse. Creating positive impact in the world. I'm going to tell you more about Jeunesse Kids, the different things we're doing to touch children's lives around the world, helping people look and feel young. The youth enhancement system, you're going to learn more about that. I'm going to talk a little bit about it. And empowering each other to unleash our potential. And that's what I love about network marketing. It's not just the opportunity to develop yourself professionally, but to develop yourself personally and unleash your potential in life. And when we started this company, the strategy was very clear, diversification. If there's one word that people ask me, what is your competitive advantage here at Jeunesse, it's diversification. And this was going to be a company that was founded on the right principles, the right values. And we lead with our integrity before we even lead with our products and our opportunity. That's how I treat this business. And when I talk about diversity or diversification, you look at our product line. We wanted to create a system, a diversified system of products that work together, that work synergistically together, to have innovative, category-creating products backed by science. And that's what we've created with the Youth Enhancement System. everything from skincare. And when you break down these industries, this is what you're talking about. We didn't want to just be a skincare company. We didn't want to just be a wellness, a weight loss company. We wanted to be a youth enhancement company and the world's leader in youth enhancement technologies. You look at $60 billion a year cosmetics industry with Envy, $27.6 billion a year industry with wellness, 100+ billion weight management, 9+ energy drinks, and skincare over a $260 billion a year industry. You're talking over $500 billion in market potential and market segments that we're able to tap into with the youth enhancement system. So we're all products of the product. I think most of the people right here in this building are. And we always, of course, very much lead with our products as well. When I talk about diversification, the other thing that I think it's important that you know is we wanted to do things outside the box from day one. And we kind of call it reverse engineering. There were a lot of companies, 2008, 2009, they were having this momentum, this huge growth right here in the US market. US market's the #1 market in direct selling still today worldwide. But what we noticed is a lot of those companies started to plateau. They started to flatline, they started to talk about going international, but really not knowing how to go international. There's a lot of bumps in the road, there's a lot of bureaucracy and regulatory challenges that come along with that. So we said, why don't we do things differently? We know the US market's going to be huge. We know the US market has the potential to be the #1 market for Jeunesse. But why don't we focus our efforts, our resources into developing infrastructure, to developing a global platform so that when we come back to the US has a global playground, that you can build business in over 5 continents around the world. And what's happened, we started in Taiwan. Taiwan was the first market we set up. And when I say set up, these markets are set up A to Z the right way, as far as entities, bank accounts, product registrations, proper labeling, proper marketing, the talented management team that we work with, the best of the best in the industry to bring in-house to lead Jeunesse in those markets. Beautiful offices in many of these markets, and now you can see over 34 countries. We have 34 offices around the world. We're shipping to over 140 countries around the world. That's what we call a global platform. And there's companies, 20 years old that don't have this type of a platform. And when you look at our growth story, we didn't want to be one of those hyper growth stories and kind of have that fall as well. We wanted to really build this organically, build it methodically, build it in a way that would be sustainable long term. And what's happened over the past 7.5 years, we started our first year, we did $30 million. That's the end of 2009 and all of 2010. So about 15 months, we did $30 million our first year, 100% growth our second year, $65 million. And we were awarded by the Direct Selling News the #82 company in network marketing worldwide after just 2 years, top 100 company. And I remember that was a really proud moment, but I also remember thinking, wow, we're a top 100 company. We talk about being a billion-dollar brand, but we didn't look like a billion-dollar brand. We didn't look the part, and we decided to create a little bit of what they call disruption, a little marketing disruption, and we went through a 6-month project to enhance the brand of Jeunesse. We looked at our logo, our website, our product packaging, our product messaging, all the messaging on our website, and we thought, what better time to unveil the evolution of this brand of Jeunesse than our 3rd anniversary in Hong Kong. And I want to show you a quick video because it shows you where we've come from with this brand. It will show you the old logo and how we've evolved to the brand that we've become today.
Wouldn't it be